to make a hybrid, you have to plant the male row, which you're standing in right there. And then there's actually, these are all female rows where the ears have been and been harvested. And these all get detasseled. You pull the tassel right off the top so that they can't pollinate themselves, so that the male pollinates this row, and then that becomes the hybrid. We do it here in the field by hand. We just take the ear, we pull the husk back, snap the ear out, and they don't do any sorting here at all. We put it all in the truck, in the wagon, bring it to the farm, and then we've got a processing table there where we'll run it as we're putting it into the drying bin. You have to dry it under 100 degrees. If we get over 100 degrees, we'll start to kill and hurt the germs, so we try to keep the temperature below 100 degrees with a lot of air going through it so it never molds. And it takes, some varieties are 5 days, some varieties are 7 days in the dryer. But then we take it in, we shell it, we process it. Anything that looks black, dark kernels, we'll size it, get the small stuff out, put it on a gravity table, which takes out any dent corn that might be in there or any light corn that has been damaged for whatever reason. And then that's what goes out to the end customer. This is actually the embryo, which that's once you dry the seed down and then when you go to replant it, the sprout will come and start to come out of there. A sprout will come up and then a root will come out the bottom end. And this is actually, for this variety, a pretty good size embryo. But if you notice the seed, as you take and you move it out like that, it's really thin. There's virtually no starch in there. A field corn would be totally plump and full of starch to give it vigor when it's growing. And so that's why this needs extra tender care. And we actually will add a little bit of zinc to the seed because all seed is a little deficient. So in the seed fungicide and treatment, we'll put a little bit of zinc with it to just help it get a little vigor coming out of the ground. But that's what makes me rye so tough to grow, is a lot of people, they'll just plant it deep and it won't come out and they'll wonder why, but it's just because it's sugar. It's just sugar. There's no food for it to really get started.
We're told to this day, and it's 15 years later, that you cannot grow sweet corn seed in Illinois. Well, guess what? We're doing it.